Remind me, who was the first person to call you Chum?
My friend's dad.
Speaking of which, we're probably gonna have to change that since you keep losing all this weight.
I like Chumley.
Chumley is not the nickname of a skinny dude.
I'll bet to calling me Chum.
Nope.
No. Tater tot.
I ain't gonna answer. Call me what you want.
It's going to be damn hard.
Money comes second, depending on who you ask. But the best part, you never know what's going to come through that door. This is Pawn Stars.
And their standard firearm.
Wow.
A brass knuckle gun?
$7,000. I don't want to go below 4. And it was pronounced a pache, which meant ruffian.
Like most cities, they've always had gangs. Imagine having criminals walk around with a gun like this back then. Pretty hardcore. Early form of modern ammunition. So when you wanted to reload, you literally had to, this came out like this. You would, you know, you go to punch a guy like that, and when you're swinging like that, you also have a knife sticking out.
7,000.
No. It's got a retail value between $2,000 and $3,000. I heard.
I'd go down to 4, but I can't do anything less than that.
Best I'm going to go is 22.
We weren't able to make a deal. I'll take it home, and maybe in 30, 40 years, my kids can do the same thing, and maybe they'll get a little bit more for it.
Is to discuss. It's a good way to step back and look at the big picture. I was doing business.
You're playing Angry Birds.
I was not playing Angry Birds.
All right, well,
When would you even think of having a pancake breakfast down here?
Because I like pancakes, Rick.
You know what's really cheap and effective?
I ain't doing it. Fine, Chum.
Maybe something that Chum would be good at.
You ought to be.
It's okay to put these down? Yeah, go ahead and set them over here.
Where'd you get these? The Renaissance Fair?
No, I got them in southern Germany. A town called People like Picasso. I like medieval weapons. My research, this one right here is Austrian, and this one's actually Italian.
It was a pretty kind of high-tech weapon when it came out. I mean, pretty much what you would do is the guy would go rolling by on the horse, and you stick that into him and yank him off of it. It's a pretty versatile weapon. These axes are in amazing shape. If we can prove these are real, I know I can easily sell them.
So I'm very confident in what they are.
You know, there's people who have their whole houses decorated in this style.
Blacksmithing, then we're probably about to make a deal.
You can authenticate them. So we got some halberds here. What do you think?
Yeah, very nice halberd. Very nice.
Thank you.
These dots here, typically the halberds that were made in Austria will have these little vent holes in them. And you'll also see these little side hooks. I'm not. These are halberds, and halberds were used during the 1500s. The wood on these break is that the steel is really flimsy.
Not original because it's flimsy, but that thing is hand forged, and I believe it's original based on what I've studied.
They were hand forging things in the Victorian period. It's very strong. I mean, that's very strong steel. It's not bendy at all. If you want one of these, I can get you one for $1,500.
No, they're worth a lot more than that. If you think you can find these on the internet for...
Hey, Corey.
Appreciate it, man.
Pleasure. Chumley, take care. Sir, have a good day.
Disagree, but good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too.
Can offer around $1,500.
Are you talking a piece?
No.
I'm absolutely fine keeping them, or I can trade them with other people that actually know what they're talking about.
But Corey is the boss.
Hey, Tater Tot, nice job.
We're currency geeks. We just collect old stuff, and it's neat. I'm hoping to sell it today because, unfortunately, I can't print my own money.
Did anybody have these, or?
No, actually, they were illegal to own, but the government said they're nonsense notes because
that'd be counterfeiting. So they printed all these different little test sheets so they could go, yes, we can print the micro printing, we can get the portraits.
the top, there's plate numbers from the plate that they were made from. And the ink is the government ink, but the paper we're not sure on.
comes to stuff that might be breaking a federal law or two, it's better to call in an expert than taking a shot in the dark. Luckily, I'm clueless. We're dealing with something here that's
Not supposed to.
Opinions are always good, but they're just that, an opinion.
You're a big hoss.
Why?
Maybe this him.
How did you not know it said that and you walked around with it?
You just put it. People are saying, "Hey, tater tot. What's up, tater tot?"
Side of it?
It's immature, and it's just not fair.
I'm Vice President of PCGS Currency, and I am an expert in U.S. paper money. The guys give me a call usually when they have something come in that they need a little authentication. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing, and they were to test new techniques for printing paper money to make it more efficient. Is in the center of the note. This is very cool also because it's 32 subject. It is still intact. So many of these have been cut up into...
See, but it sort of is. It's one of those weird little areas.
These are recently being added as a must-have. You can never put the sheet back together. Quality print on the sheet. These are sexy. In this condition, it would grade choice uncirculated.
Okay.
Between $3,000 and $3,500 retail.
All right, you're the best girl. Thanks.
Thanks, Rick.
Appreciate it.
I'll give you $3,000.
Like she said, this is the cat's meow for the collectors. They gotta have it. Thanks.
Write him up, son.
What do I call this thing?
Guerreri?
What's up, Chum?
I'm chilling.
Felt bad about the prank, buddy. I bought you lunch.
Cool. If you guys are gonna nickname me and then buy me my lunch,
That's disgusting.
They've been sitting in my car for a couple hours, man.
see.